Hey guys, so today I'm reviewing Woman's Flesh, My Red Guts by Tamakichi Anaru. Now this was distributed by Massacre Video just a few years ago. I'll just show you the inside here. So it's just got a reversible Japanese cover artwork. So basically this film, it goes for 42 minutes, so it's a pretty short film to be honest. It follows this woman after her husband leaves her and confesses that he's having an affair with another woman, and basically it follows in the next few hours of her mental psychosis, I guess, and compulsion to inflict this really extreme torture on herself. Pretty interesting film, to be honest. So the tortures that kind of follow, you know, she violently masturbates with a toothbrush. She like rips out her nails, bites off her finger, cuts off her tongue, and finally the most infamous sequence, she cuts open her stomach and takes out her guts to finally eat them. Really interesting film. Now what I will say about this film, because I love films like Mariana Devan's In My Skin and like The Natamorphose, kind of films where it's like the characters' compulsion to like eat themselves, I guess, or simultaneously like the body horror element. Really interesting path that Anaru went with it, because the film doesn't necessarily feel like she's just torturing herself. It very much feels like this mental psychosis that she is compelled. It's almost like a sexual gratification to her brain, if that makes sense. And it's really cleverly done by Anaru's directing. Unfortunately, I don't know the actress's name, but she does so well convincing in this psychosis. Really cool. The film has some awesome metaphorical elements. I mean, like the masturbation sequence, really cool ideas of self-reviginification, and while simultaneously the character like deflowering herself, kind of in this feminist aspect. Pretty interesting idea, and I mean the final sequence, really cool. How she's reconsuming. She's consuming her intestines and thus replacing them. Really interesting idea. Really interesting ideas in this film. But getting onto the thing that everyone wants to talk about, I mean, because obviously this film, it's notorious for being like in the top 100 most disturbing films of all time, you know, being like in everyone's list. So how's the gore? Now, for everyday average people, this film, it's intense. It's very intense. It's disgusting, depraved, disturbing, sickening, squirmy, I don't know. But for us gorehounds and sleazebags who enjoy like the American guinea pig films and like vomit gore trilogy, like crazy, disgusting stuff like that, does it hold up? No, no, it doesn't. It doesn't reach anywhere near that level. Not even close to like The Tumbling Doll of Flesh, another Anaru film. This feels like it's like one of his steps to getting to The Tumbling Doll of Flesh. I think this was before it. I hope that, because that would make sense then. But I'll just run you through some of the gore. So I mean, like, it has some really cool elements of being like disturbing, like the masturbation sequence. It's pretty intense. It's depicted pretty cool. You know, like just minimalist SFX, but very well done. Like, it's bloody, it's a little bit gory and squirmy. That's really cool sequence. Going ahead though, I mean, like the middle sequences feel a bit cheesy, a bit like university grade SFX. I mean, like even high school SFX. A lot of them are like very basic, around camera manipulation. Sorry, my words are going. And also like basic editing techniques. It's okay. I mean, like if you're just into like lo-fi sleaze, then you'll be fine with it. But if you kind of expect a higher value production, it's kind of annoying. The final sequence, the thing that really shit me is that the whole film, sorry, the finale is has like this color saturation layer over the film, which kind of stops any of major detail being shown in this incredibly gory, disgusting sequence. But you can't really see it, which really shit me. Like it's like that's what I came here to watch, and I can barely see it. Um, that said, there are some cool aspects in the sequence. I mean, like in the disturbing factor. I mean, as she's eating her guts, you can kind of see the shit come out, which is pretty full on. I mean, like intense. Um, which I thought was awesome. I definitely thought was awesome to see. But besides that, it doesn't really hold up in the gore element. Um, that said, there are some really cool elements. There's some really cool other elements in this film. I mean, like the acting and directing is superb. The woman who plays this woman, the actress, she does an incredible job at keeping you entertained. Sorry, not entertained, but keeping this psychosis a very real thing. And like just the way she interacts with objects and in this moment is very well done. I mean, like comparing it to like Harakiri films, this feels very well performed. Like it legit feels like someone's about to kill themselves and kind of and knows it and is indulging themselves in it, but not in a sexualized format. Like in like this is that they've got such a strong compulsion that is not emotional. It's purely physical, and it's very interesting to see. Also, the sound design and music in this film, while it's subtle, it's very cool, like typical industrial type score elements, but it's very cool. I mean, I wasn't particularly a fan of, I'm never particularly a fan of like lo-fi video kind of camera type shooting. But it was pretty well shot, really interesting, like avant-garde sequences as well, where like like huge desaturations and then just this weird color emerging. Cool ideas, but it doesn't always hit the mark. Anyway, I guess what I'm surmising here, I'll surmise it. So it's a cool film. It's probably one of those films that you just have to see, just so then you can tick it off your top 100 disturbing films of all time type of thing. Does it hold up? Not really. But it's only 42 minutes. I mean, like, it's not particularly boring. Like, it's still pretty interesting, still pretty hardcore. But I mean, it's nothing that you're ever gonna be like. It's nothing that you're particularly gonna be raving about. Unlike, you know, Psycho Snuff Reels or like the guinea pig films. I mean, they're pretty intense and pretty awesome. This kind of falls short. Yeah. One thing I will also say on the negative about the Massacre video release, I was kind of disappointed because the only special features on this are some trailers for other Massacre video films, the reversible cover, the reversible Japanese cover, and also just having English subtitles. I mean, that was all for a 42-minute film. Like this cost like $20 or $15 or whatever. No, that kind of felt like a rip. It was unfortunate just because Massacre Video do some awesome stuff, and this kind of felt like underwhelming, like an underwhelming release. Yeah. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this review. Let me know what you think. Always open to suggestions. If you've got some cool sickening films, love to see them. Anyway, thanks for watching.